transition has gone for you, and what's different and what you like, and any fun anecdotes.
What's different between all those guys in Castle?
Well, yeah, like what's your experience? How's it different? Just because it's a completely different genre, I guess.
Yeah, it is. I try to be normal in anything I do. Right? Yeah. What did you say?
Let the chaos sort of revolve around you.
Yeah, the chaos revolves around me whilst I be normal. It doesn't matter who you are. Joss Whedon taught me this. Villains don't think they're villains. They don't go, yes, I'm evil. No, they think they're right. This is right. This is the right thing to do, everybody. Just get on board. And I think that's true of every character I played, even though I was an idiotic superhero. But for him, normal. That's how he would normally be.
You played an ass? And much ado?
I know what you're talking about. Just wondering about your timing.
This is one thing I've learned about working with Nathan. Just be better at comedy. Because he wins. Ain't losing.
And just one last thing, oh Captain, my Captain. I think we are all dying to know, what is the hammer?
See, I had this line, Never Horrible, and people shouted at me in the street sometimes. And people want me to write it on a thing, write this. And like, it's in context, it's great. But in normal life, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go around saying the hammer's my penis.
All right then.
When you're looking at new roles, do you look for something against the characters you normally play? And for Adam, if you play the Juggernaut, if you talk the talk, are you going to walk the walk?
Yes.
I didn't see how to answer.
So how would the Juggernaut walk?
Remind me to get Adam some X-Men comics.
I know the reference. I'm not familiar enough with what he just said. So I'm at a loss.
Well, the question about choosing characters.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Do you look for characters against normally what you play? Like in Buffy and Nathan, you got to play a villain,
Yeah.
which you normally don't. I mean, do you look for roles like that that are against what you normally play?
Do you look for departures when you play, when you get a role?
Well, the root word of typecasting is casting. So I will take those tall guy roles because I'm constrained by my height. Do I look for departures? Well, you know, I'd like to play a nice guy. But I'm just not.
It'd be weird.
How do you think it feels for me? I mean, I try to play a nice guy even though I've been given these thug roles, but they just say, be meaner. And I have to plug that in there too. James Mason, the famous British actor, he said, I never played a villain. And that's a good ethos to come from. And I try to approach it that way, but just being this big lug, I'm forced to do like I say, but it's work, you know, so
The roles I take, have we done? I didn't mean to do that. If you weren't finished,
You know what I hate? I hate not having good answers. It makes me feel like I've ruined the show. Some questions are so hard that I just ruin the show.
Wasn't that bad, buddy. It wasn't that bad. 100% of the roles I have taken are roles that people have given to me. So it's far less than you might imagine about, next I think I'll play a spaceship captain. But in a sci-fi western, it's really not my call. I go out and I try out for 10, and if I get one, woohoo, that's a win. But the numbers are not that good.
Yeah, but 1 yes out of 10 is a good number for an actor.
That would be amazing, as a matter of fact. That would be amazing. But I take the roles that people are kind enough to hire me for. If it were my call, I think I would play a spaceship captain.
Thank you.
See what I did there? I did there, kind of brought it back around there. Firefly's not an easy get. You can get a lot of cheers and stuff. All you gotta do is say the Firefly stuff. Nuts. Like suspenders. Brown coat. Holsters. Oh, can I share something sad with you guys? Spoiler alert, it's a sad story. I just did an episode of the Kroll Show. They do a thing, a parody of Degrassi called Wheels Ontario. Great.
I do.
I played a Mountie. Comes sauntering in on a horse. Mountie, something McMiniman. Peter McMiniman. Lieutenant Royale, Peter McMiniman. Lieutenant Royale. Sounds very Canadian. I'm working with these guys. They go, hey, you've ridden a horse before. I said, oh yeah, I did this little thing. And they go, I worked on that. I said, wait a minute, did you do that one episode with the thing? Yeah, that was me. I was like, oh, that's great. And he goes, what horse did you ride? I said, Fred. Every planet I've ever been on is Malcolm Reynolds where I ride a horse. It's the same horse. It's always Fred. Fred and I, they go, hey, we don't need you for the next scene, and you're broken for lunch, so you got like 2.5 hours. Great. I grabbed Fred and me in the desert. It was fantastic. They go, oh, Freddie was a good horse. Was? He died about 6 months ago. After a long, illustrious career, a lot of famous people planted their asses on that guy's back. He was a good horse. A moment for silence. For Fred. That was it. All right.
To Fred. Yes, Spider-Boy.
This is a question for both of you. When were you born?
That's a very good question.
Good question.
A long time ago in a galaxy far.
I have a question for you, Spider-Man. When were you born? Do you know what year you were born in?
May 27th?
Okay, do you know what year?
No.
Okay. That's fair.
How old are you?
5.
You're 5.
26 in the May.
Okay, you're probably born around 2009, if my math is correct.
Because my birthday is May 27th.
Of course. Yes, you're right.
2009, 2010, that's good. To put that in perspective, I got you beat by about 40 years.
Yeah.
Now what that means is television had little, we used to call them pimper poppers, which was the remote control. We just kind of go, kink, 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 kink. Now you can watch television on this little device. And we couldn't do that back when I was a kid. No.
Those remote controls are what rich people had. In my family, I was the remote control. I would stand at the TV while my dad laid back on his big pillows on the floor and said, next. I go, ka-chung. And he'd go, next. And I go, ka-chung, chung, 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 chung. Because we only had 4 channels. You go, go back. Chung, 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 chung. That was me, that was my dad.
You're the remote.
Standing by the TV. Spider-Man, just so that you know, you taught me something today. And with great power comes great responsibility.
Let that soak in, Spider-Man. All right, we only have time for probably 2 quick questions, so yes, ma'am.
Hello, my name is Zoe.
Hello,
Hi, Captain.
Zoe.
Hello,
Okay.
Zoe.
Happy to be here. It's great.
I was wondering, what is it like to work with Joss Whedon?
You know this one.
It's great.
I've said this about Joss many times, and I think it's very important. He's obviously a very clever man, and I'm understating it. This guy's a genius. He's a genius. He's amazing. It's really hard to be around people who are so extremely smart, unless they have Joss's ability not to make you feel stupid at the same time. Joss is very good at being smart and not making you feel stupid. For example, if I did something, I said, hey, I got this really great idea. I can do it like this, and I can do it like that, and then it would end up like this. You'd say, well, that's great. Or,
We could do it my way.
he'd say, my God, what you just did was so awesome, and it was really cool and amazing. It was fantastic. No, wait, the other thing. It's crap.
But that's true. What Joss would give the actors, especially, which is the perspective we all look at it from, he'd give us great words to play, great situations, and other good cast members to play with. And anytime there was a communication breakdown, or there was a period of what's the blocking, or how's this scene going to flesh out, he had patience to make sure that it was crafted while still giving us the freedom to be ourselves. And he comes at it from a love of performance, and a love of cinema, and a love of the play. The play is the thing to him, and he would empower all of us to be as good as we could be. And it's a rare gift to be able to work with a guy who can actually put it on the page like that.
That's true. I'm so glad you said that, because he obviously loves what he does. Good question.
All right. All right, man. Super quick, real fast question.
Great. This one's for the captain. First of all, you
I'll
missed
fill
my
this one.
you missed my college graduation this morning. I invited you on Twitter.
Oh.
You didn't come.
That was you? I missed that.
That was me. That's okay.
You didn't see me? I was in the back going, you can do it.
That's okay. You can make it up for me on my birthday on Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday. Happy birthday.
My question is, I loved you in Firefly, but my favorite
That's true.
role of you is Captain Hammer.
Oh, yes.
What is your favorite role that you've played?
Take this one. Captain Mel Reynolds. Or,
No, you got it. I've had a good time doing many jobs. A lot of jobs. I've loved the people I work with. I love it. Castle's obviously incredibly successful. It brought me a lot of blessings. It's amazing. I work with fantastic people. When I say, yeah, Captain Malcolm, that was my favorite show. I love Firefly. I loved it. People, sometimes people on the internet and the interwebs go, oh, disrespecting your Castle fans. What, you don't like Castle now because I had a different favorite? Come on, man, cut me some slack. I can't have a favorite.
people ask me what my favorite role is too, and was it Casey or Jane, or maybe 3 or 4, but the one that stands out the most for me is Jane Cobb, because it was an incomplete character. We didn't get to finish the arc, so romantically, we still have that. While they were great characters, we also have this angst that it's not quite complete, so we wanted to complete that. So that plays a role in that answer for me.